Hello and welcome to back to this very odd mismatch of tutorials where I taught you how to look like this and paint these on, and now I'm going to teach you how to do some really basic cuts and bruises on your face. Yep, let's go. So a couple of things are really good to have. These little palettes are really good. It's just like a bruise makeup palette. You can get really cheap versions of them on Amazon. I think this is actually a Mayron one, so it's a good quality one, but it's really handy. Second of all, fake blood is also good. You can get that really cheap. It's Halloween at the minute, so you know, go stock up on all this stuff whilst it's cheap. Other things that are handy are tiny brushes and eyeshadow brushes. Yep, cool. Let's start with bruises first of all. Again, for this, look at reference photos, practice on yourself, use your own face shape to determine how the bruise is going to look, and failing that, punch yourself in the face. Authenticity. For an eye bruise, I'm going to start off with eyeshadow as a base, and I'm going to use like a purpley toned eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the contours of my face. When you get hit in the face, not that I've ever been hit in the face recently, you end up with swelling around here, so this eye bag swells up, so you want to create a shadow around this eye bag. This also swells up, so you want to create a shadow around here. So basically you want to create a number 3 shape around your eye. And then obviously you also want to create darkness in the corner of your eye. Then take your little palette, use the red on your finger really lightly. If you don't have one of these, use lipstick and just bring out some of that swelling in the red colour. Then when you want to get a bit more detailed, use a brush, switch from your finger to a brush and stipple it. Then also make use of the green and the yellow and put this around the edges of the bruising, because when you bruise, the edges of the bruise start to turn yellow first. So that would be down here. Then you want to create quite dark shadows where your eye bags are, so that would be here. So I'm putting some of this dark colour in the crease as well. And then I want to bring out this eye bag here, so I'm going to put a tiny bit of concealer underneath it. And tap that in. So key things for black eyes is using the contours of your eye, so using the natural lines of your face and the natural shadows that your eye produces, instead of just getting a load of black eyeshadow and just putting it in here, because that just looks like you've woken up in your makeup. So use different tones. The greens and the blues really help with making it look like a bruise. And then yeah, for basic cuts, okay, what we should start off with is a reddish eyeshadow or a blush, but let's do a cut on the nose. Then get a little brush and your little cream palette. Don't make it like a straight line, because cuts rarely are. You can make it a bit jaggedy and it will add to the effect. And then right in the middle of it, put the darkest colour, so the black, or a very, very dark red, and that'll add depth to your cut. What you can also do to make the cut look like raised up is then highlight around it. So again, put a tiny, do that better than I did, but put a tiny bit of concealer on the top. I mean, it looks 3D in real life. On camera it doesn't really pick up, so I don't know why I'm bothering, but hey. And then if you want to make it look shiny, use your flake blood. So put a tiny bit onto a piece of paper or a palette and get it on your brush. Don't use a ton of this because superficial cuts don't really ever bleed much. There's no point in putting like drips down your nose because that's just not going to happen. Places that do bleed a little bit more are your lips, or like cuts to the head. So if I wanted to put a cut like by my eyebrow, then I could possibly smudge some blood around it because they bleed more. But especially cuts on your nose, they don't really bleed much. Tip for bruises and like bruise placement, they're often where your face sticks out, so they'll be on your cheekbones or your brow bones. You won't often get like a bruise in the squishy bits of your face. Yeah, so yeah, so that was a really quick tutorial, but I just hope it leave your hair alone, Jess. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. What am I doing?